Like that would be cool. Like what if? What if I make it all the way to the end and leave with the prize? Like one could only hope.
Bank account never diminishing, yeah. The changing their images, yeah. Zach Harvard, they innocent. Hop in the tank and move militant, yeah.
It's Monday. On my way to the post office. Drop off mystery boxes. Thank you for those that ordered. Yeah, it's crazy. I always get like these surprise orders. Sorry, fixing my hair. I always get these surprise orders randomly, but it's nice. It's kind of like it keeps me, motivated to keep going. I'm trying to look here and not here. Yeah, so thank you for those that ordered. You should be getting your tracking info. I got a couple questions about the mystery box and what it is, or like what's in it. It's a mystery. No, but if you're following me and you see like everything that I've been baking and testing recipes for, usually I'll save a couple of those items, freeze them, if they hold up well in the freezer. And if they are a shippable item, then those more than likely will be the items in the mystery box. So it could be cake, it could be a cheesecake cookie, it could be the little chocolate confectionery items I made during Christmas last year in my Advent box. And also, what other thing did I send? Oh, the hot chocolate bombs was another item that I was giving away, or not giving away, but like including in the mystery box. So it all depends on what I'm making that will end up in the mystery box. But ooh. So the post office finally got these little ones in, and I'm gonna have to use these because my custom poly mailers won't be here in time to fill the rest of my orders, and I just got 2 more. Okay, so something really interesting has happened. I'm gonna try to look in the camera and not at my face on the screen. So, today is May 14th, 2021. About mid-April, I want to say, that sounds about right, mid-April, I came across a post that it was a casting call for, I think it said home bakers. It didn't say professional bakers or professional pastry chefs. So I kind of like read over the casting and ignored it. And then Destiny Twin sent me, I don't remember if it was the exact same post that I looked over or a different one, but she sent me a post about casting for pastry cooks and bakers and all of that, and I kind of explained my stance on it, um, like kind of like I was on the fence about applying, just because having applied in the past, like if you are what they want, they'll choose you. If not, you may or may not get through the first round of elimination or whatever, like however they pick who they want on their whatever they're casting for. So I went and read further the little casting thing, and I had to put together, it said you had to put together 1 minute intro video. So I stopped there. I didn't do the video for them because I decided to apply my energy to the Essence 100 grand grant for their legacy contest. So I submitted my application for that instead of the baking thing. Fast forward to today. Today I did a flashback post about me being on Queen Latifah and the lessons that I learned in that experience, as well as what I learned in business up until this point. So then I get I think maybe like 20 minutes after I post it, I'm just like scrolling through Instagram or like thinking of something else I can share on my feed. That would be, a nice little addition to my page, because I'm trying to like manage my social media better. For the moose side, I'm trying to. So maybe like 20 minutes after I posted, started to get likes, and this one like that I got was also a comment as well. And I was like, who is Faith Casting, right? In parentheses, Faith Casting. So I see, like, so I kind of like was like, interesting, like, who's Faith in casting? I'm like, I wonder what they're casting for. Or like you think like, okay, anytime people they use social media, it could be a bot account, it could be spam, like you don't know. So I didn't think anything of it, and then another notification came in as a message, and I'm like, all right. So then the message, I'm watching the notifications drop down on my screen as I'm still scrolling through Instagram. So then the message, like I got the quick little sentence or whatever. It said, "Hi, Moose Plant Based Kitchen, just reaching out, or check your emails. I sent you an email, and let me know what you think," or something like that. So then maybe I didn't look at it right away. And then when I finally read the email, it was for a casting for a Food Network Spring Baking Challenge. And I'm like, okay, again on the fence. Like, do I want to do this? Do I want to go through the process of this? Like, are they going to be open to someone who is dairy free and gluten free on their show? How is that going to work? Like, that gives me more, not an advantage, but almost a disadvantage if the kitchen is only, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the kitchen is, like, there's no vegan things on Food Network. There's no solely gluten-free things on Food Network. It's kind of like they touch on plant-based gluten-free, but it's not like they don't, there's not as much exposure to that on Food Network as it is on Instagram, right? So I sent the lady an email back saying, just because I'm like, well, you might as well go. I'm like, that's three times now this casting thing has come up. And now the final one is from someone who is a casting agent. I don't know. But I sent her an email back saying, yes, I'm interested. Thank you for considering. And she responded with another email, and I'm gonna respond later tonight, just to let her know. Like, she was like, okay, great, I would love to have it. She's like, do you have 5 minutes to spare? I would love to. And it's one thing, I don't check my emails as they come in. Like, I don't get email notifications because I have like 5 different email addresses under my Google thing, and that's too much data. Like, that eats away at your data. So I just check my emails as I think about them, I guess. Or if I'm like, I haven't checked my emails in a while, let me go look. So she responded saying, if you could spare 5 minutes. That was 4 hours ago. So I'll respond, and hopefully, I'll have the phone conversation, because she wanted to have a phone conversation as well as explain the casting process, or she didn't say application, but she said the casting process. So I'm not sure what that means, but I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens. I don't know. It would be cool to get it would be cool to get to even just be on there, like, to get to the point of like being in the studio, let alone winning it. Good Lord. Could you see that? Could you see that? Could you see me winning this? I'm really trying to get this camera thing. Like, that would be cool. Like, what if I make it all the way to the end and leave with the prize? Like, one could only hope, right? So I'll give another update after I talk to her and see what she's talking about, because she found me. I don't know how she found me, because I didn't put I didn't hashtag Food Network or none of that, so I don't know. Here we go again. Hi, this is Megan. I just got your voicemail.
Yes, hi Megan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm so glad we have the opportunity to chat. Do you have just a few minutes right now?
Yes, I do.
I'm so sorry I called you like completely out of the blue. I had seen your email like all of 2 hours ago. I was like, oh my gosh, I completely missed it. So, but you did say an email and you were free on Monday. So I was like, I hope I might just call her. We'll be able to.
Yeah, I just happened to be outside at the time when you called, so I was like, oh, let me get back in here.
No, totally. Well, so I come across your Instagram page. Really love it. So is everything plant-based?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so I'm trying to make my transition to vegetarian. And I'm really trying to find some of those most amazing plant-based options. Obviously environmentally it's such a great thing, but also like the health benefits are awesome as well. So I am in awe of the fact that you have somehow been able to do it.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier now than it was when I started in 2014. Like there was nothing. Like literally, you had to make everything from scratch.
Right.
So now it's a little easier to make stuff because there's so much product and there's way more. It's easier to find a recipe to convert to plant-based now. So kind of just had to catch up. You know, the industries had to catch up with people that were doing it. You know, years ago, but.
That's trailblazing sort of behavior.
Yeah.
That no one else has done, and it might be difficult at first, but you kind of have to lead the way. Someone has to,
Yeah.
I love it. Well, so Megan, I wanted to just ask, based on your Instagram, I've seen some of the great things. I'm obsessed with it. Is it like jalapeno chocolate lava cake or something?
Yeah.
It looks so good. I'm a sucker for jalapenos, so I'm like, I need to try this at some point. It looks so delicious. So, now, do you have an actual storefront, or do you do like orders?
I don't have a storefront. It's all online, and I'm selling through my Etsy shop right now. So, kind of like whenever I have some items or make a menu, and then I'll put it up there and like advertise through Instagram and stuff. So, I'm still in the startup phase because it's a challenge to get it, to even get it wholesale, like at a cafe or something like that, has been quite the adventure and challenge for me for like the past 4 years. Yeah.
Well, it seems like product-wise, you have a great quality that a lot of people are looking for, and that's always something we're looking for. Is maybe you're not haven't taken off the way you would hoped or expected to, but as long as you're still sticking true to the quality and making things that are delicious, and especially true to your vision, that's always super helpful. Now with this show, we do have like a cash prize, which is awesome for people who are putting a lot of personal funds into their business and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to just ask you a few questions just about like the show, but I did want to give you some more information about casting and all that kind of stuff. So just to start with availability, unfortunately, we are casting right now currently for July. It's going to be mid-July starting. Start date would be July 11th. As of now that's subject to change. And we haven't picked an official location for filming yet. I think with COVID, they've been trying to pick a location that's a little bit more central, just because it'll be easier to bring people from all over the country. But they may end up just doing it in LA or somewhere, because you're local to LA, correct?
Yes, I'm in LA, yeah.
Okay, perfect, yeah. So, but July 11th is our start date, and since the show is art, we would be having people eliminated every episode, so you wouldn't necessarily be there the entire time, but there is an opportunity that make it to those final 3 bakers, pastry chefs, that you would be there the entire time. Now, if that were the case, the film wrap date as of now is August 1st, so it would be July 11th to August 1st, which I know is a pretty sizable amount of time, especially for people who own their own businesses or run their own bakeries. It can be hard sometimes. Do you think if you were selected for the show that you might possibly be able to make that time work?
Yeah. I think so.
Perfect.
I don't have any, because I work for myself on the side. Like, I'm a graphic designer, so it's kind of like,
Oh,
you know, I teeter between both of my businesses.
Right. Well, that's so funny because one of the things we really, really do try to find more of is people that have that sort of like artistic vision as well as the skill level. We can find a lot of people who have that, degree and that have 20 years experience. But it's so hard because it's like when you're doing these more specific baking competitions or these more specific food shows that we want people that can bring this sort of individuality to it.
Right.
Since it is artistic, it is an art form, really. So, so I'm glad you have the graphic design on the bar. What a background you have for this project.
Yeah.
So, with it being the spring baking show, we are looking for both bakers, pastry chefs, executive chefs. Do you have any sort of like formal training?
Yeah, I went to Le Cordon Bleu, and I worked on the pastry side at there was a small chocolate boutique here in LA. I worked there, and they do not just chocolate. She did catering. She did, full-size cakes.
Right.
So she was sweet and savory, but she was known for her chocolate. And then from there, I went, after working there for about 3-4 years, I transitioned to Universal Studios, where I was a part of their pastry department as well. And I was there from the start of, or like right at the break point of Minions, all the way up through the Simpsons donuts being brought out, and then all of Harry Potter and stuff like that. So I've done.
Oh my goodness! How cool! What a cool sort of
Yeah. So I definitely have professional. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Oh yeah, 100%. Now, Megan, have you done any other sort of like food competition shows, television shows, anything along those lines?
No food competition. No.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Megan, I think you would be a great fit. Oh, the only other question I had to ask: are you a legal U.S. citizen?
Yeah. Illegal or legal? I was born here, so I'm a U.S. citizen.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So Megan, I am gonna, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna steal a couple photos off of your Instagram page to pass over to my casting producer. I think you have a great personality, which is exactly what we're looking for right now. It's so funny. I talk to so many pastry chefs that they're like, I think they take themselves incredibly seriously, which as a chef, it's important to do so. But I get on the phone with them and they're like, yes, I am so charismatic. I am so enthusiastic.
Like they're reading it, yeah.
Right. So we want those people that, it's a competition for, in the past, it's been $25,000, which is, some life-changing money to people who invest so much into their own business and whatnot. We want people that you root for if you were watching the show. So,
yeah.
So definitely charisma is important, which you have, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to steal a couple photos off your Instagram page. Typically, I'll send about 10 to 15 over to my casting producer.
Yeah.
Now, I think I can probably steal maybe like 5 to 7 off of your Instagram page to send over to her. But do you happen to have any more photos of maybe like some of your finer pastries or like tiered cakes, if you have any that you might be able to send me through text or email that I can also pass over to her?
Let me look through, because I can find some things. You just want a variety of what I've done. Yeah.
Yeah, as much as you can sort of give me a variety, because that's what they're going to do on the show. They're going to have you bake, such a vast amount of things that we really want people that can show that they can do it and have it be beautiful and taste good. Obviously, as much as I wish I could taste, I will trust that the beauty of it speaks alone. So
yeah.
If you have anything that you can send over to me, you can just send it to my email, or if you want to text it to this phone, whichever works, it's totally fine.
Okay.
Yes, Megan, it was so great chatting with you, and I can't wait to see those photos.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, you have a good rest of your day.
You too. Talk to you soon. Bye. Now you want photos, lady. What the heck? All right, let's go find these photos. All right, so I just got off the phone with the lady. I still don't know if her name is Stacy, Stevie, Faith. But her thing came up as, prop this up. Her name came up as Steve on my little Google voicemail thing. But anyway, the lady got in contact with me from, oh no, not that's not good. Okay, I don't know how to do this. Hold on. The lighting is so weird. Whatever. So she returned my phone call about the Food Network show, the spring baking championship. So it's gonna be from, if I get selected, it's gonna be from July 11th to August 1st. I don't even know how many weeks that is. But it's like from mid-July to okay, so it's only a 3 or 4 week competition where somebody gets eliminated each week. And she's like, you may not make it the whole time, but you know, if you get picked for the show, that's how the process goes. Like, it's whoever makes it to the end, the final 4 or whatever, and then I think they choose from there. So she really loved my Instagram photos, and she's plant-based or whatever she said. She's newly plant-based. But my only question is, like, do I get to bring a recipe, like, at least to help me out? Because how the hell do you bake a cake from memory? Like, there's no way you can, unless this is like one cake that you make. Like, that's my only question is, like, baking is very precise, so it's kind of like you can't just be throwing ingredients into it and hope that it's going to turn out. So if I can bring a recipe, like 2 base recipes, I feel like they allow you that because they don't show other things. Like, as far as flavoring, you're going to have to figure that part out. But, and then if I'm plant-based, that means I'm not going to be using no eggs and no milk. And I'm going to have to figure out a way, because usually during those kind of competitions, they give you, it's how well you can, like, create something from either an ingredient, which is a flavor, a spice, or some kind of other component. So I don't know how this is going to work with me being plant-based, but then again, it's kind of like, that would be cool to be, you know, one of the first, I guess, to do it. And now she wants me to send photos to her, and so now I have to look for photos on my computer to send, because this is old shit I don't have on my phone anymore. Like, I don't have a cake, so I don't even know what the hell to send her. What is that? Lobsters. This is from my phone. I'm in my big computer. I'm on the floor in the big computer looking for pictures. So I guess I just wait and see what happens after this. Like, I really hope you don't have to be vaccinated to do this, because I'm out. I'm not gonna do it if I have to do that. So that's the deciding factor for me. Well, let me find these pictures and email her. People waiting at Krispy Kreme. That's Krispy Kreme, right? Remember when I was telling y'all about the vending machine? That could be our group waiting at our vending machine. Come on, let's get it. The guy, I was like, you're giving away free donuts? He was like, yeah. And I was like, I said, but can I bump the line, or are you gonna bring it to me? And he was like, they just both laughed or whatever. They didn't say if you had to be vaccinated or not, but we don't do that. Okay, the donut vending machines cost around $50 to $60K. Now, the only thing I don't know is if it's like a franchise opportunity for outsiders, or if it's strictly just a Krispy Kreme venture. So I still need to do some research on that. But the other thing also too is like, how are these donuts made in the machine? I think it's just already made donuts and they just warm them for you, because there's no way you're making donuts in a machine, like, just right, if it's not attached to a building where they could put it in there, you know. So I don't know. I'm still gonna research because I want to know. I'm trying to get in this money.
Where you at? Where your Lexus Jeeps and the Benz Jeeps and the